It's right now 20 minutes after the top of the hour. You know, the two most important words in American marketing are new and improved. And in the world and evolution of brooms and rakes and all these things we use around the garden, there is still nothing like a true coconut palm broom. I get to introduce you to the lady who brings it to us. Over 45,000 QVC customers have purchased it. It's a customer top rated item. What are you doing in the mulch, lady? How are you?
Hi, honey. Handsome man.
This is Roxanne DePalma. She's
Hi,
been bringing us
everyone.
some of our best-selling lawn and garden items. Now, as a broom, you wouldn't normally think of a broom as something to move mulch around with.
No.
Perfect tool.
It is a perfect tool. Dan, this is made from the coconut tree. It's amazing. This part here is made from the fronds.
Okay.
Where the twine is, this is actually from the husk of the coconut. And then if you turn the top over, this is from the nut. And then the handle is made from the poplar tree. Why? There's no splinters. You don't even have to use garden gloves when you use this. It works like a broom, handier than a rake. And I truly mean that. There's no venue that you can't use this on. From spreading your mulch, okay, to raking up your leaves. And you know, Dan, when you're out taking and raking your leaves with a regular type rake, what happens, guys, is you get in there and you actually start pulling the roots.
You gouge.
You gouge.
Yep.
With the coconut garden broom, guess what? That doesn't happen anymore. If you have a pebble walkway and you have debris on that walkway, it will actually just pick it up. Carolyn Gracie says, love it for my pine needles, but it doesn't matter, Dan, if it's concrete, if it's brick, whether it's your wood deck, this just gets the job done. Where I go ape nuts over is brick. It will take mold and it will take all these particles. Look at this right here. Take the broom straight up and down.
Yep.
Watch this, darling. It gets it perfectly clean every single time. It gets in all those nooks and crannies.
We're showing some of the reviews at the bottom of the screen. And Roxanne and I were kind of joking about this before the show. I've known Roxanne better for almost 25 years.
25 years.
People review a broom, but it really is that different. It is, by the way, the only piece of lawn and garden equipment that my wife and I sit and leave right by the front door, just like you see there, because it actually works as decor for us with an old farmhouse. We have a stone walkway that a regular broom won't get clean. This works. By the way, you wouldn't ever think of a broom for snow removal, but if it's a small amount of snow and it's fluffy, I can get through it much faster than I could ever work with a shovel.
You know, Dan, you don't use this just for your garden. You literally use this every time you go outside all year round. If it gets wet, no problem. This is what I love about the coconut broom. Watch what I'm doing here. Now watch what it does. It has memory. Opposed to your corn husk, your rubber brooms.
These brooms that all wind up bent after you use them just a little bit.
15, 16, 17 bucks on these kind of guys, and they all end up in the same space. And Dan, this is the last broom you'll ever own. These cocoa mats, love them. They work great. They get all the dirt off before you go into the house. Again, watch how this cleans. Just take the broom straight up and down because those bristles are nice and hard and they will get anywhere. And then you can just go ahead and start raking your leaves. Up underneath the eaves. Get the spider webs down, Dan.
I'm still trying to figure out how I got spider webs in the middle of the winter, but we did.
I know. Well, they're there. They've been hidden. And now that all this lovely weather's coming through, they're showing up even more. You know, from your garden furniture to those wonderful garden mats that we all have. You know, what easy cleanup. Whether it's indoors, whether it's outdoors, whether it's around a deck, in your garage. Dan, you have stables.
Yes.
You have all kinds of wood floors there. How difficult is it to get them clean? And now you don't have to even worry about it because you've got your garden broom.
The other thing, most brooms flick things. These don't.
No.
You have considerably more control. If you're going to pile things up, you can get things exactly where you want them to be.
And Dan,
it's simple and easy.
Look, this is what you can do. You can take an entire pile load of leaves, and you're all going to have them real soon. Any time of year, you can use this broom.
And it's all natural.
It's all natural.
It's a renewable resource. You know, we're not turning it, you know, a broom into a broom from plastic bottles, et cetera, et cetera.
My buddy John Hold has one of the best mats in the whole wide world, guys. This all happens to us, whether it's snow, whether it's a salt that you guys are putting on your road. Watch this.
Straight up and down.
Straight up and
back
down.
And forth.
Oh, this mat, it's green. It's not brown. It's green. And I love that you can get in all the nooks and crannies and all those spaces. Dan, this mat has a pattern to it. These are the hardest mats to ever clean. I don't want my vacuum on it.
Right.
I want to use my coconut garden broom.
And again, what we do is we just leave ours sitting right by the front door.
And look how pretty
And
that
it
is,
becomes kind of a
Dan.
decor item. It looks old world. Sometimes new and improved are words that aren't needed because it was done right the first time.
It was done right the first time. Why should we break something that works?
Yep.
Isn't that wonderful? Dan, indoors, outdoors. Hey, it's a great present. If you've got someone that's a housewarming gift,
Right.
a broom, it's a good luck piece, guys. That's
40
what my Uncle Normie says.
Yeah, in fact, they used to lay them on the ground and step over them
Yes.
as they'd go into the house right after
Yes.
being married. 45,000 people have purchased it from QVC. It's a customer top-rated item, and it's the perfect time of the year to get it. Roxanne,
It is.
thanks for getting up early and coming in.
Well, thanks,
We greatly
honey.
appreciate that. Coming up in just a little bit, this is absolutely gorgeous. What you're looking at, and the TV is resting on, is our largest Duraflame fireplace ever. It's all done with beautiful hardwood veneers. Most armoires don't work with television sets anymore because the TVs are now bigger and oddly shaped.